¿Cuánto tiempo llevas allá afuera? I'm asking him how long he's been out there. He's been out there for a month.
It's a story that a lot of people think, oh, that's at the border. You know, it doesn't affect us, but it does.
75% of the children traveling alone come from Central America, primarily Honduras, Guatemala, and El Salvador.
And it was fascinating to me how many people had the facts wrong.
This was as much a North Carolina story as it was a national story.
The Rio Grande Valley, a place where two cultures merge, and many are just trying to achieve the American dream.
Well, we knew this wasn't going to be easy going in, and we booked the trip for a couple of days, hoping we'd be able to get down there, get what we needed, come back. But it became pretty clear early on that this was going to take some more time, that there were some real logistical challenges.
I remember the first day when we walked into Border Patrol, and I said, hey, we're here. We have made a request. We have not heard back. And they pretty much said, join the rest. There's a waiting list. And so we went back. We went back every single morning and said, where are we on the waiting list today? Because we're not leaving here until somebody talks to us.
Typically before it was the cat and mouse. We were the cats chasing the mice. Now it's the other way.
Our main problem was the Border Patrol wouldn't let us get to where we needed to be. I mean, physically we couldn't get to where the people were crossing.
Gaining access to the visuals seemed impossible. I mean, we couldn't, we were kicked out of everywhere.
Every single time we drove to one person's piece of property, we got stopped every single time. To ask what we were doing, to tell us that we can't go down there, and then I'd have to show them the map, explain to them, yes, we can go down there, it's private property.
Days later, in that same area, we find Marta Alvarado with her 2-year-old daughter named Brittany.
The moment that I'll sort of, for the rest of my life, just replay in my head was the moment we watched a woman and her little girl cross, and she was scared. And when I explained that Border Patrol was on the way, she asked me, are they men? And that was very telling to me of what her journey had been like.
Maybe through the TV you don't really sense how scared these people were, and when you're in person, in close proximity, you really could kind of feel how scared they were. And that's something, I hope that came across.
They will be in government-run shelters, now at the center of controversy.
Locate them in D.C., where you can keep a very close eye on their welfare rather than putting them in our backyard.
With a story like that, given the controversy surrounding immigration, illegal immigration, we knew that there would be a wide variety of responses to us doing that type of story.
Yes, we were ready to respond to people who thought, why are you doing this? What does this have anything to do with North Carolina? And it turns out that a lot of people thought the documentary was fair.
There was sufficient depth. We had different sides. We didn't go down there, advocating this or that. We went and got different sides of the story.
So there was much more positive feedback than negative, which was surprising.
Tonight, we hope we have given you a better understanding of the issue, why it's happening, and what it means for North Carolina.
The day after our documentary aired, the governor scheduled a press conference to address the unaccompanied children crossing the border and those ending up in North Carolina. And to me, it said that we were heard, that people watched our documentary and asked questions and wanted more answers.
I think it's why we really all got in the business to begin with, is to really be able to tell stories in a way that makes a difference. And I think when you can produce a documentary like this with the quality that we were able to bring to it, I think it did make a difference.
From the Rio Grande Valley, I'm Layla Santiago, and I thank you for joining us for the journey alone.